I want to take a moment to begin this video and talk about this struggle we're having with this channel. It's really kind of the way that gun channels are interacting with Google and YouTube is affecting us, and it's affecting our ability to be able to produce content. So I want to take a moment and just ask you support us on Patreon, where a lot of the content we can't put here is going, and it supports this ministry. It is that time of the month again. It is the first Saturday of May. We are having our monthly Remnant Meeting. We meet the first Saturday of every month in Centerview, Missouri, at the old school at 401 South Walnut in Centerview, Missouri. And we'll be there from 5 to 8 o'clock. And it's a very important meeting. This particular meeting is a very important meeting. Because it's really talking about what our next steps are, because, you know, I've traveled around this country and I've met with many people, and all of us say, you know, we feel this calling, but what are the next steps? And then we go on to the next, and then God shows us one step, and then we take it, and we're like, all right, now what? And then half the time when I'm sitting in those meetings, I'm literally hoping that, like, people say, well, what are we to do? And I kind of want to say, well, I was hoping you would know, because it's, I'm just waiting for God's next step. So, but he's made that very plain and clear to many of us, and there's a heavy discussion to be had on that this coming up Saturday. It's also an important meeting. I'm having heart surgery tomorrow, and I'm going to be there. I'm definitely going to be there. If I have to show up in a hospital gown in a wheelchair, I am gonna be there. That is for sure. So I definitely, if you can make it, be there. Also, I feel strongly called to Eagle Pass, Texas. Everything that's taking place there, I feel strongly called. I'd be there right now, but I'm waiting for the clear go-ahead from my doctor. Primarily because not that there's not good doctors in case of an emergency in Eagle Pass, but there's a procedure he's doing, this particular doctor is doing, that he invented. And they would not, like, if an emergency happened in Eagle Pass, they probably just do open heart surgery, whereas this guy's doing something different. So, anyhow, definitely be in prayer for me tomorrow, but this Eagle Pass thing, as soon as I get the go-ahead from my doctor to do that traveling, I'm definitely planning on going. I believe there'll be more people with me, and my intentions are to be there and to really lay eyes on what's happening. Maybe go on both sides of the border, talk to people. I definitely want to meet with people that call themselves the Remnant that are down there. And then at the last night that I'm there, I definitely want to just have a big grill out or party or something for just everybody that I met throughout that week. That way, really, when you meet with the Remnant, and this is a lot of what we're going to talk about at the meeting, but when you meet with the Remnant, and then for ideally a few days, 3 or 4 days, we do ministry together, then it's incredibly eye-opening to really understanding your little remnant in your area. So if you're in Eagle Pass, to come to this area, to come to this meeting and meet with other people that are kind of like, all right, we want to be the hands and feet of Jesus Christ too. What do we do? And then we all do ministry together for a few days. It changes things, and it changes the relationship, and it changes the kind of how you know each other. Now, I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. I'll, again, as soon as my procedure is over tomorrow, probably within the top 3 questions I have afterwards, one is going to be, when can I travel? And then I'll let you know. I'm hoping for the middle towards the end of May, because honestly, I'd be there now if I could, but I can't. And so I'll just, as soon as I can, I'm going. I guess, like, if he says, well, in a week, then I'm going in a week. So I guess that's what I'm getting at here. So if you can meet us, we're going to be in Eagle Pass. I'm going to try to be on both sides of the border. I'm definitely going to try to see what's taking place on both sides of the border with everything, honestly, in that whole situation. So come join me if you can. Come join us in Missouri. I know there's also going to be a Los Angeles trip in the future, an Iowa trip in the future, a Wyoming trip in the future. So any of those, you know, just kind of just trying to plant some seeds in you. Pray about it. If you feel called to go to any of those, definitely join us.